What is going on, everybody? In this video, I'm going to give you some updated thoughts about Chainlink and price predictions that we could see not only in the next couple of days, but also over the next couple of weeks, especially if I'm right about a bull run coming, if I'm right that the bottom looks very close and institutions are about to pour in, just how high could we expect Chainlink price to run, not by the end of the bull run, but in the next couple of weeks, next couple of months. Look for some price targets in this video. If you love Chainlink, even right now, make sure you are smashing that like button. I encourage you guys watch all the way until the end. And if you enjoy it, make sure you've smashed like, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We are about to hit 60,000 subscribers, but we need your help. Click that subscribe button. All right, let's go. So after making a nice little push yesterday, back up above $19 here on Chainlink, we are bleeding back down this morning. If you were watching our live show today, we prepared you guys for this because there were some sell signals on lower time frames. I'm going to tell you guys here in a little bit what I think is going to happen there. But the bigger question is going to be if/when we get a rip to the upside. When you look at the history of Link, how high should we be expecting for the next major wave to be? We had a top back in March right here around $22 back in March of 24. Our top in December was up at 31. If we break those highs, how much higher do we go in this next big run? And when do we actually see the end of the bull market? I'll try to answer some of that question later on in the video. But let's start off by addressing the fundamental reasons why Chainlink is still very exciting. I understand that price action being below $20 and us being in a lot of chaos right now about the future of the markets is confusing and taxing on your brain. But I want to remind you of everything happening right now that is so very bullish for Chainlink. For help with this, I wanted to use Grok here this morning to make sure you guys are aware of all the big things happening on Chainlink. As I'm down here in the corner, the little box, but I'm leaving it smaller so that you guys can see more of the screen to understand what is going on. Now, Grok said that Chainlink has been on a tear in quarter 3 and early 2024. I don't know about a tear on the charts, but when you look at what it's doing in the institutions, I understand why Grok is saying this. With explosive growth in institutional partnerships, tokenization infrastructure, and regulatory alignment, the total value enabled, or the TVE, hit $100 billion in secured on-chain assets, up massively from prior quarters, driven by the expansion in cross-chain interoperability protocol, or the CCIP, to 65 plus networks and new standards like the digital transfer agent. Whale accumulation and developer activity leading DeFi underscore bullish momentum, with Link prices surging 12 to 15%. Now it's up to 1875, although that's not the price at the moment, on October 20th amidst Fed talks and integrations. Let's cover some of the bases of the big updates, and we'll work our way back. First of all, as you're watching this video, either the co-founder Sergey is talking or he has already talked today. But today, October 21st, as I'm recording this video, Chainlink founder Sergey Nazarov has spoken with or speaking with Federal Reserve Payments Innovation Conference on blockchain's role in TradFi integration. We'll be talking here to execs from BlackRock, Coinbase, Circle, and others will be in attendance. Chainlink highlighted for power next generation payment rails and tokenization. What's the impact here? This will validate Chainlink as the core infrastructure for U.S. regulatory adoption and would accelerate quadrillions in trade over settlements. That's very, very big. Think about this other stuff that's been happening. We've had partnerships with the S&P, the real-time stablecoin stability data. So how do we make sure stablecoins are doing what they're saying we're doing? Well, the S&P 500 wants to know they're going to be using Chainlink to do so. This will boost the DeFi safety. Traditional firms like S&P entering on-chain data space signals mass adoption. What else are they doing? Oh, they're collaborating with Global Legal Entity Identifier, or the GLEIF. It's launching a verifiable legal entity identifiers on chain using Chainlink CCID and automation for compliance. They're pairing with banks in Europe. They're pairing with Swift. They're pairing with the U.S. Department of Commerce. The partnerships for Chainlink roll on and on and on and on. And guess what? We haven't even reached the end of what regulatory clarity is going to look like. But the one thing we know about it is that will be heavily involved, making sure that the next step of bringing the world into the blockchain, into Web3, will be run through Chainlink. If that doesn't get you bullish, I don't know what to tell you. But now it's time to go look at the charts. Now, as I showed you a second ago, the chart is down from yesterday's high, and I'm not even going to lie to you that we are done with this pullback. In fact, right now, with this new indicator that we are now using in our community alone, only our VIP traders get access to this indicator, but they do get access to it for free. Similar to other indicators we've used in the past, we've got a sell signal here on the 4-hour chart with a bunch of red reversals, a bearish momentum dot, and clearly negative money flow here on the 4-hour chart. Right now, this signal suggests a bottom position to watch for could be back as low as $17.11. This is kind of backed up because there is a breaker block / order block on the daily chart right now that is coming in around $17.24. You can see here that we are consolidating on the 2-hour chart, but anyone who does basic technical analysis will know this little consolidation mark right in here very easily could be utilized and seen as a bear flag pattern. If you take back to the explosive move we've had so far this morning, this pattern, guess what? Setting us down here towards that $17 mark, back to support levels we had just a couple of days ago. So in the short term, don't be surprised whatsoever if we do see these pullbacks come somewhere between $17.30 down towards $17 on the Smart Trail support level on that 4-hour chart. However, when we look at longer time frames, we are going to start seeing some hope about bigger upside moves coming. One of the reasons why is because the daily chart is giving us a buy signal over the last couple of days. We had our green reversals, we have bullish momentum, and we've had positive money flow now for quite some time. I want to be very clear here. While I am saying the 4-hour chart says we can go lower, it is very normal after getting a buy signal to have what I call a misdirection move where you come back down towards lower levels before you take your move to the upside. So this doesn't cancel out a daily buy signal. This is still in effect. And just so you're tracking, when we've got these daily buy signals in the past, we've seen some pretty decent moves from Chainlink moving back up towards the resistance level of our smart trails. You can see back here on September 29th. You can see right here on September 7th. You can see right here on August 8th. These were all amazing times to jump into at least short-term longs on Chainlink based on these buy signals. And once again, that signal is coming in. What this means is our eyes should be up on this order block and the smart trail resistance level somewhere between $21 to $22 in the next couple of weeks. Could we slip down to 17 first? Absolutely. But after that slip happens, a buy signal could give us a move all the way back up towards $22. But that's not where it ends. That's simply the beginning of the next couple of weeks. But how about the next couple of months here? On the weekly chart, we are not seeing a buy signal just yet, but you do start to see some rounding over on the weekly chart oscillator. I would love to see a green reversal officially flash here and then see green dots and positive money flow come in once again. You can see the more recent sell signal on the weekly chart was perfect with us coming down and touching that smart trail here at $15 across multiple exchanges. So right now, the next move to watch is for that flip and a buy signal to come on the weekly chart. If we make a move on that daily chart and break up here above a previous high in that range of $20, more than likely that should be good enough to give us the weekly buy signal. But what does that mean for the future price action? At the very least, what we're going to see is probably a move back up towards $26 to $27 up here, the highs we had back in August. However, if I'm right about that fundamental analysis, and if institutions are about to pour into not just Chainlink, but the rest of the crypto space that has the favorable tokenomics and favorable technology to move forward, in the past, these weekly buy signals have been associated with moving back up into the red cloud here, which would suggest if we get back into that higher range, like we did back in March of 24 and in December of 24, we're talking about the next big wave of Chainlink possibly getting as high as $41 to $42, according to this indicator. It's time to take a short break from the video. We'll be right back, but I did want to let you know about the sponsor of this video, and that is the prop trading firm Breakout. If you have been trading awesomely over the last couple of weeks, but you want to be able to use a little more capital, there's no better prop firm out there than Breakout. If you don't know what a prop firm is, it pretty much is a place where you can borrow extra money on your winning trades to use less of your own capital, but still have massive trades. For example, just a couple weekends ago, I made $34,000 on trading with only a $1,000 account. Why? Because prop firms, they let you buy small accounts with a little bit of your money that give you sometimes upwards of 10x your value in any one trade. It's really easy to get a coin to go 3%, 4% up or down. But if you have just a small amount of capital, that's small wins. Larger capital equals more money. Go check out Breakout right now. It is our trusted prop firm that we use here on the Tim Morin channel. Go let them know that I sent you. Now back to the video. Using Fibonacci extension, the level that I'm keeping an eye on right here is also going to be around $42 at the 1.272 mark. That is kind of aligned with the last big wave for Chainlink if you track the big move we had back in 2024 where we topped out at that 1.272. Now to this point, we have not had massive retail interest. If massive retail interest comes involved, we could talk about moves much, much higher. At the very least, we would talk about getting up towards the golden pocket range at $65. But when looking at previous bull markets, when retail investors get involved, you see parabolic runs. The reality is, the more retail gets involved, the higher the price of Chainlink and other altcoins will go, and the faster it will happen. But it'll also be closer to the end of the bull run. So for right now, if it's only the institutions driving the markets, I'm not expecting them to make one big massive new move all the way up over $100 to $200 to $400 anytime soon. With institutions calling the shots, look for these small waves to continue towards the upside, with the next level coming somewhere between $42 to $60 in the next couple of months. When retail starts pouring back in, that will take us to brand new heights, brand new all-time highs, some massive returns on your investment, but it'll also probably come with the end of the bull run. So we'll keep you posted on what that means moving forward. For now, though, I have my eyes fixed in the next couple of days down closer towards $17. But after I buy down there, I will be looking over the next couple of months into Q1 for a potential top and reversal to come in somewhere between that 42 to 65. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you're checking out our VIP trading group to look at all of the little swing trades we're going to make between now and then. Over the last couple of days, using this indicator I'm talking about that you get for free when you sign up with our VIP trading group, we have traded 100% this week in those trades. Over the last 2 months, we're trading at a 95% win rate when following my trades. So I encourage you right now, go check out that VIP trading group. Go check out that new lethal indicator. We will have tutorials coming out later this week and more coming out over the next couple of weeks as we continue to build this indicator up to being bigger and better than anything else out there. Really quick, I got to give you an update on those shorter charts for Chainlink. This morning when I recorded that video, we were still within this flag. Obviously, this afternoon, we've had a major run up to the upside, but we're coming back down right now. The reason for that is because guess what? We got a 1 hour buy signal pretty much while I was recording the video here, and that did cause us to spike back up here towards 1874. But the 4 hour chart remains adamant right now. We are still under that red reversal, bearish momentum, negative money flow. Clearly, the charts are pulling back down. I still think 1711 to 1725 are in the cards, but right now you do need to pay attention to volatile movements. This is very normal for these type of sell signals to get what I call a misdirection move. You start coming down, you pop back up, and then you make your final move afterwards. Just want to give that quick update. The longer term prediction, still valid. Let me know in the comments, have you given up on the markets, or are you with me hodling your Chainlink on and on? What are your price predictions for the next couple of months? I love reading every single comment down below, so leave it down there. Smash the like on your way out, hit subscribe. I'll see you over in that VIP trading group. Adios.